Hello and welcome to online edu classes of Brilliant Public School by Kailash Kumar sir. Today in this video we are going to study another important chapter of class 5 English, that is chapter 12, The Village Blacksmith by Henry Wadsworth Longfellow. So let's begin. Let us see about the poet H.W. Longfellow. His complete name was Henry Wadsworth Longfellow. He was born in the year 1807 and died in the year 1882. H.W. Longfellow was an American poet and educator. He was born in Portland, Maine, in USA. He published his first poem at the age of 13. He was an avid reader and liked reading stories set in foreign lands. He was well versed in several foreign languages. His works include The Song of Hiawatha and The Arrow and the Song. Many of his poems have been translated into 24 languages. The Village Blacksmith. Now children, who is a blacksmith? A blacksmith is a person who makes and repairs iron objects and horseshoes. A blacksmith is a person whose job is making things by hand out of metal that has been heated to a high temperature. A blacksmith is also an artisan. Artisan is a skilled person who works with iron with help of a furnace, anvil, hammer, etc. Here you can see that these are the basic, important, necessary, essential tools of a blacksmith, like hammer, anvil, furnace. So without these equipments, a blacksmith cannot function his work. Now let us see about the poem, The Village Blacksmith. The poem, The Village Blacksmith, is a beautiful, purposeful, insightful and meaningful poem. This poem was published in the Knickerbocker magazine in 1840. Longfellow used to pass a Cambridge smithy. Smithy is a workshop of a blacksmith. So he used to pass a Cambridge smithy every day as he walked to Harvard College, where he used to teach. It is believed that this poem is based on him. However, Longfellow told his father that the poem is based on their ancestor, Stephen Longfellow, who was a blacksmith. The poem is written as a kind of a ballad. A ballad is a form of poetry that tells a story in short stanzas. It tells us about the life of a blacksmith who becomes the metaphor for a purposeful life. We must learn from him his hard work and satisfaction. We can always make our lives happy. We can always make ourselves stronger. So this is the message coming out from this beautiful poem, that we can always make our lives happy. We can always make ourselves stronger by our hard work and satisfaction. So let us begin with our poem. Now let us begin with the first stanza, first line. Under a spreading chestnut tree. Chestnut, the edible reddish brown nuts that grow on chestnut trees. This is actually a kind of fruit which generally grows on the chestnut trees. Here under the chestnut tree you can see in the second picture that there is a smithy of the blacksmith, or the workshop of the blacksmith, where he performs his tasks. And this is the first line. Under a spreading chestnut tree, the village smithy stands. The smith a mighty man is he, with large and sinewy hands, and the muscles of his brawny arms are strong as iron bands. So smithy is a blacksmith's workshop or a forge, and Sanvi means strong, powerful, broad-shouldered hands, and brawny means against the same adjective as Sanvi, meaning is sturdy, rugged, strong, powerful. So these lines mean what you are seeing in the lines. The poet talks about a person, the blacksmith, of course, who is strong and he is standing under the chestnut tree. His hands are stronger than usual, and the poet uses a simile to compare his hands to iron bands in the last line. So, thank you all. Have a blessed day.